Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about email aliases. What's the difference between an alias and a user account? Well, user mailboxes are real mailboxes that can actually store mail. They can be accessed with a mobile device or with a web client such as Outlook or Live Mail, something like that. Aliases are not actually mailboxes. They're fake. And what they do is they allow you to create an email address that then forwards on to some other mailbox. Okay, so I'll talk about some various scenarios where you might want to use an alias. So first, let's go in and take a look at where you manage this. So log into your website admin, go under Toolbox, and then click Email Account Management. Okay, the email manager will pop up, and what we're looking at here is the alias accounts right in this section, these four buttons here. So right now if we click View, we don't have any aliases in here yet. So let's go ahead and create one, and we'll start with that. Okay, so let's say we want to have an alias named info at your company. Now you don't add the at information, just put info, and then let's create an email address you want that to go to. Let's say you don't want to actually have email boxes in our system. But you still want to have an email that is info at and your domain name. So you might want to forward this on to jimdoe@gmail.com. Maybe that's the account you want to use, but you still want to have info at your domain, your company domain. So you go ahead and add that mailbox. Okay, so now if anybody sends email to info at your domain, it will automatically be rerouted to jimdoe@gmail.com. Okay, so that's one use for aliases. Another use is, let's say within your company you want to have a billing email address and you have multiple people that handle all of the billing inquiries. Okay, just as a simple example. So let's go over under our users and let's look at our accounts here. So we have Bill, we have John Smith, and we have Sarah. Let's say that Bill and Sarah are both in the accounting department, and you want to create an email box or an email alias called billing, and you want any mail that's sent to that to go to both Bill and to Sarah. So you'll go under Add. First, we'll just send it to Bill. So we'll call it billing, and then we'll send that to Bill at your domain, and you have to type out the full resolving email address, because you can also, as I showed you a minute ago, you can have email resolve and shoot off to a totally different email provider. So typing just Bill isn't going to be good enough. You need to type in the whole address. So let's go ahead and add Bill first. Okay, so now we have billing, and it goes to bill@aaarushweb.com. Let's go ahead and edit these accounts so that we can add Sarah. So we'll go to billing again. Now we can add Sarah to the end of this, and as many other people as you want. You only have to, you can only use one resolving email when you first create the alias, and I'll explain that here in a second. And then let's send that to Sarah's account and hit Save Changes. Okay, so now any email that goes to billing@aaarushweb.com will automatically be sent to both Bill and to Sarah. Okay, so that's how you can do a multiple forwarding scenario. Now, there's one other scenario that happens that we need to take a look at. Let's go into the user accounts. Now, let's say that we have somebody in here named John Smith. Let's say that John Smith changes his last name to John Jones. Okay, and you want to change his email account. So if we go up and we edit this, which is something we do in a totally different account, and you click this change this email box address, and you go in and you change his mailbox to be John Jones, when you hit Save Changes, it's going to move all of his email into a johnjones@aaarushweb.com, and it's going to delete the John Smith account. Well, if a bunch of people out there have John Smith in their address book and they don't know he's changed his email account, When they send email to John Smith, the mail is going to bounce back to them as undeliverable because that account no longer exists. So what you're going to want to do is once you change this mailbox to another name, you're going to go under alias and you're going to want to add John Smith and have all of his email forward now to John Jones at aarushweb.com. Okay, and I'm not going to hit add aliases because that account actually exists still, and it'll cause problems and it actually won't work. So that's how you do that. If you have a name change and you need to switch a box around, that's how that works. And then the last thing I need to show you is how to edit these mailboxes or to delete them. Simply click the X, click on the name of the box, hit delete on the next one, and now all of the aliases have been removed. Alright, that's it for managing email aliases.